107.9 KBPI in the KBPI Performance Studio with the guys from Rise Against. They just performed Like an Angel. That's a song that has been around for a while. It's a song that I've been listening to for, many years. I think almost 20 years you guys have been a band. I remember going to Warped Tour, seeing you on stage there. And this is, I think, a special moment for fans of Rise Against. We get to see you guys kind of strip down, like you were saying before, where you're turning off the ringers for this show and not necessarily yelling at me as much. In that kind of span, is this something that you guys always wanted to do, or was it kind of just something that you were toying around with recently and came to be?
I guess it's, I don't know, a little bit of both.
Yeah. I mean, the side of the band's always been there with, in our live show with Tim playing, Swing Life Away, Hero, things like that. And it just snowballs, I think, from there a little bit.
Yeah.
Or like the seed was planted with that.
Totally, yeah. I mean, actually, like our first acoustic foray was the song Swing Life Away, which actually I originally recorded on the Revolutions Per Minute sessions in Fort Collins for a compilation called Punk Goes Acoustic for Fearless. And because they approached us and we didn't have an acoustic song and we were in the studio doing RPM. And so that was the first time that song existed. And then people identified with it and liked it, so we kept going with it. And then the acoustic part of our show expanded. There's been a few acoustic songs or quieter songs throughout our set. It's something that we just never really boxed ourselves into like we have to do this and we have to be this, And so it was a different side of our band that we felt like we could present in a way that was still powerful without a Marshall half stack, And so our fans have for years been like asking for something like this, And I guess in the back of my mind, it was like, well, yeah, I guess we'll do something like this at some point. But then this year became like the year, like, okay, why not now?
Yeah, and it's like I said, it's cool to hear it. Your songs translate very well to an acoustic platform, where some of the songs have some different strings and stuff on them on Ghost Notes. So it's kind of interesting to see how a song where there's a lot of energy gets a little bit more melancholy, and you kind of listen to those lyrics in a different way, and I think it impacts people a different way. Yeah,
and even so, we've only done one of these shows so far, and it was really cool and. There was a lot of question marks about that night because we have what we've been doing for almost 20 years. And so it's kind of a lot of muscle memory, just things that we know how to play a show, but this was like a show, we don't know how to play this show, And so there was a lot of things like, what's the crowd going to do? How are they going to react? And instead, I wasn't sure if we were going to walk into a room full of skeptics, but instead we walked into a room full of people who were very much on board and just loving it and loving the songs. And, we all identify with bands at certain times in our lives, or there's certain things that we think about, and so I think these songs kind of, especially played in a quieter mode, it let them breathe a little bit, let you hear what they were about, and it turned into a cool evening, and I think it'll be just as cool at the Paramount this week.
Awesome, looking forward to it. Let's do another song right now. This one is going to be "Prayer of the Refugee" from Rise Against in the KBPI Performance Studio.